back this Kirk with the DFS Pros with our head-to-head for Week 11. I'm fresh back off having an absence last week. We had DFS Prodigy in. Nick went head-to-head. I believe Nick took that one down, so he's on a 2-game win. Try to put an end to that.
Yeah, I'm running high right now. I'm 3-1 since we started this little series that we're doing. I'm trying to get 4-1.
All right, so since Nick's reigning champ, I'll go ahead and I'll choose first. And like I said, I want the first pick instead of the back-to-backs. So I'm going to take the obvious choice, the best player on the board right now, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, makes sense. Where is he? He's right there. All right, so that's a good pick. As you will all see in our picks video, Dalvin Cook is my pick for running back. I'm just gonna play it safe with my first pick. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my quarterback with his stack, because before we started recording, Kirk had mentions of possibly sniping someone from my stack, so I thought I'll just go ahead and lock that in right there. So Kirk, where are you going to?
All right, so I don't have to worry about quarterback. I don't have to worry about tight end, so it makes it really easy going out. I can pretty much pick who I want. There's no clear-cut running backs besides Cook out there because all the other top guys, McCaffrey's hurt, Kamara's banged up, Mike Davis, great matchup, but hasn't played that well for multiple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We know what Philly defense and Indy defense and Baltimore can do. So there's no clear-cut guys right at the top. A lot of people are moving towards Connor, but he hasn't performed well in a while. And Zeke he hasn't had a 100-yard game this whole year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of avoid that. I'm going to go ahead and just grab receivers that I want.
Where are you going?
So I'm going to get one of the guys I'm going to talk about in our other video for Week 11, and that's going to be the Jacoby Myers. He's just getting elite target share right now, 4,900. Really Cam Newton's favorite weapon. We've seen in the past when Cam finds a guy that he likes, he's playing 50% in the slot, 50% out wide, and he has a 27% target share. So 4,900 against Houston and how bad they are and how easy it is to get in a shootout with them. I like it.
Right. Yeah, I like the 2 picks you've picked so far. I've picked the highest priced quarterback. I've picked the highest priced tight end, which is very different from me. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the 4th highest running back. Not much can go wrong with having all these high priced guys. I won't be tilting towards the end of our lineup creation and trying to ask Kirk, can I please change some stuff around? It's only happened once, but for some reason he brings it up every week, and I'm still 3-1. All right, Kirk. So I already got my stack and my run back, and so Kirk, where are you going with yours?
All right, so I'm gonna stick to a wide receiver that I know I like a lot. I'm pretty big on the Steelers wideouts this week. I've been picking on Jacksonville the whole time. There's just a problem. I don't know which one. A lot of people love Claypool. Juju's the most expensive, and Deontay Johnson has injury risk. But when he's on the field, he's the number one option, and that's the guy I'm going to go with.
Deontay?
Yeah. He's scoring 20 every game that he plays. Big Ben really likes him. He has great yards after the catch. If he plays the whole game, he's gonna torch, especially at sub 6K.
Right. I think we've both started off great with our 3 picks. I'm going a little bit unconventional compared to what I do.
It is Juju's birthday, so it could be a Juju eat day.
Juju's birthday.
I'm a big narrative guy, you know that.
Yeah.
Birthdays, babies, anything like that.
Yeah, Kirk just became a dad, so he's about to get that dad win this weekend for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So since I've gone pretty high at everything else, I'm going to go ahead and pay down for the cheap defense of the week. And I'm going to go Cincinnati Bengals, which that opens up a lot of room for me and saves me a lot of cash for my next few pieces. I know it's really, really strange of me to go quarterback, tight end, defense to start out my lineup. I'm comfortable doing it. I got the players I like. So, Kirk, where are you going for your fourth spot?
So since you took Cook quarterback off, and I don't have to go them, don't have to go tight end, don't have to go defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you're going to go with another running back. So I can pretty much just go with wide receiver here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. I really like Keenan Allen. As you can tell in our survivor pick, that the Chargers, I think they're going to be really good at home this week. Keenan Allen plays the slot, the Jets slot corner, which is one of their best corners pool. He's out. So I think Keenan Allen is going to be able to do whatever he wants. Herbert, he's going to come out flying. He would be my quarterback this week if it wasn't for the Saints situation.
This Saints situation is so gross.
Oh, I love it.
So I honestly don't know where I want to go. I have 55 per left. I think I'm gonna grab a cheap wide receiver and scroll down and see what I can do. I don't know. I'm gonna grab a contrarian type stack play with Lamar Jackson and grab Willie Snead. He hasn't been too bad this year. He's coming off a 2-touchdown game. It saves me a lot of cash that I can grab some other pieces I like, and he's a cheap wide receiver, and it adds to my stack. So, I mean, why not? So, Kirk, where are you going?
All right. So, I'm thinking about taking out my flex now.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll just go ahead and lock up running back just in case. I doubt you'd be on this guy, but I know the coaching staff loves him. We already heard of the Swift news. I don't think that he's going to be able to play because of the midweek concussion. Yep. They love Peterson. They're going to let him do whatever he wants. He's going to have 15, 20 carries this game. 4,000 against Carolina. What is the one rule that we've said since week 1?
Play running back against Carolina, but it's a busted Adrian Peterson. It's not the same Adrian Peterson from like 10 years ago.
So what are you thinking? He's going to get the goal line work.
That's fine. I don't know.
They got to score.
They might go carry on.
He's the only player that's not banged up on that team. Hawkinson, Galladay, Tate, everybody. Not Tate. Jones. Everyone's banged up.
There's a cheap running back that I think has the opportunity to get a lot of work, and I'm gonna go Kalen Ballage.
Ooh, never thought we would say that name this year.
Well, he's not as cheap as I remembered him being, but it's fine. I still have 58 per left, which is pretty decent. I can get one high price guy and 2 cheaper guys. So I mean, I'm fine. All right, Kirk, where are you going?
All right. So I got volume at running back. I got targets at wide receiver. I'm going to go ahead and take my flex off the board. And it's going to be someone that I actually stack with my quarterback. And that is going to be Michael Thomas.
Oh, my gosh.
A little foreshadowing. I think there's just going to be a lot of design plays, and he's got to be involved.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. This is bad. Oh, my gosh. All right. So I have 2 wide receivers and a flex left. I can hold off on my wide receivers because Kirk obviously
took them all.
I can hold out. I can actually go wherever I want because Kirk only needs those positions left. So I'm going to take a peek over here at wide receiver. I'm going to scroll down. And I think I'm going to grab a guy who Taysom Hill could throw a touchdown to. I'm going to go Emmanuel Sanders.
He had 1 catch last week.
That's fine. It's a leverage play to hopefully that he throws a touchdown to my guy instead of Kirk's guy. I apologize for that. Steam decided to pop up onto my screen. Okay. So that leaves me a good bit of money left. And this is good leverage off of Kirk's quarterback to where if he, for some reason, does a touchdown to Manny Sanders, I get 6 points on top of Kirk's 4 points. So helps us both. All right, Kirk, you just want to go and lock him in?
Yeah. Give me Taysom Hill. He's going to have the rushing upside. I'm projecting anywhere between worst case scenario 12 points and best case scenario 23. I think his mean range is going to be 17 to 18 only because of the matchup and rushing. I mean, you really couldn't get a better matchup.
Right.
Dome game, high total, fast paced.
Right. So I'm gonna find a wide receiver that's kind of cheap so I can play around and see what I can do with my flex. So I think I'm gonna scroll down to about the 4,000 area. Take a look at what we got here. When the week first started, I, for some reason, really liked the Cowboys game. I really liked both offenses, especially if Andy Dalton is back. Both defenses are the best. And I think I'm going to take a punt on CeeDee Lamb. He's obviously the best wide receiver on the team. Obviously, he's not the most experienced because he's still a rookie. But raw talent-wise, he's better than Amari Cooper, and he's better than Michael Gallup. And I think he's the safest play, especially for a quarterback like Andy Dalton.
Raw talent. He's better than Amari Cooper. You heard it.
100%. And that leaves me almost anyone I want for my flex spot. And I think I know where I'm going to go. So, Kirk, where are you going for tight end and defense?
Defense, really like the Dolphins D. Whether it's Driscoll or Locke or Rippon, this defense has just been crazy hot.
Mm. All right. Let me go and I'll just lock them in for you, Kirk. Do you want me to? Is that where you're going?
Yeah. Too many targets.
Yeah.
And tight end is gross this week.
Yeah.
Unless you can put Taysom Hill in as tight end.
No, this isn't FanDuel. All right. So I have the perfect amount left for this player right here. Julio Jones. Yeah. If you can get a top 3 wide receiver in football plugged in, you have the correlation with Emmanuel Sanders, because if Emmanuel Sanders is catching touchdowns, I believe the game is a high-scoring game, and that Julio Jones should be catching touchdowns as well. I mean, Julio Jones isn't really a touchdown guy, but you know what I mean. 100 yards, 10 receptions, all that fun stuff. I think we both built great lineups, so I'll let Kirk read off his lineup to you guys, and then I'll read off mine.
All right. I'll say this. This is actually one of the lineups that I'm looking towards in cash right now in tournaments. So unless more news breaks, I think this is a pretty standard lineup. It's Taysom Hill. He's going to get volume. He's not priced right for this matchup. Not priced right for any matchup at 4,800. Dalvin Cook, best player on the slate. Peterson going to have volume against one of the worst run Ds. Myers, number 1 option against an awful secondary in Houston. Johnson been scoring 20 points every game he's healthy. Keenan Allen, we know what he's able to do against anyone. Right. Thomas, the targets are there, especially since Alex Smith is there. Michael Thomas, wild card. But at 7,300, we never thought we'd see that with Michael Thomas. And then Dolphins D just hot.
Yeah. I think both of these lineups, even if we were not doing a head-to-head where we couldn't pick the same guys, I fully believe these are 2 lineups that we would make to play against each other without the restraints that we were giving each other. Does that make sense? Yeah. Both these lineups scream a Kirk lineup and a Nick lineup. So I got Lamar Jackson, great matchup, stacking him with Mark Andrews, running it back with Derrick Henry, also stacking him with Willie Snead. I got Kalen Ballage. I got Emmanuel Sanders ran back with Julio Jones. I have Bengals defense cheap against a bad Washington team, and I have CeeDee Lamb. So I like both of our lineups. Like I said, I fully believe both these lineups could take down a tournament. I say that every single week that we do this, and I mean it every single week. You gotta believe to achieve, man. All right. So Kirk, unless you have anything else to say on our lineups, we'll wrap this up. Sound good to you?
No, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good week. Definitely want to have your shares of Hill against what Nick says. But other than that, lock Cook in, pay down at running back, and just pick whatever wide receivers. Go 4 wideouts this week. This is not a 3 running back week.
Yeah, I would agree. If Christian McCaffrey was playing and Alvin Kamara was healthy, then I would say lock in Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, just like jam them in and make the rest of your lineup work however you can. But Alvin Kamara is banged up, might not play. Christian McCaffrey's out, so and that helps a lot with line construction. But I think Dalvin Cook could reach the 40% ownership mark and probably the millionaire maker.
But yeah, if you liked our content, enjoyed it so far, please like, subscribe. We got over 100 views last time, which was real good for us. We're pretty happy with that on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all have a good one.